So now we're going to label the musculature of the forearm. This is the anterior side. This is the lateral. There's our thumb. So this is a left arm. Let's first start with our landmark on the anterior forearm, which is the Palmaris Longus. So we look for the tendon that's directly in the center of the flexor retinaculum, and it actually is superior to the flexor retinaculum. Trace it back, and this will be our Palmaris Longus. Laterally, or one could also say to the radial side of the Palmaris Longus, we have flexor carpi radialis. Medially, we have flexor carpi ulnaris. And these three muscles are your main landmarks. Then we have the Pronator Teres. And if I remove this muscle momentarily, you can see that the Pronator Teres crosses all the way over. And the main function of the Pronator Teres is pronation of the forearm. If I now flip to the posterior side of my forearm, I have an extensor retinaculum. I'm going to look for my primary landmark here, which is going to be the extensor digitorum. So I see all of these tendons coming off of my digits. Follow that back up, and all of this at number 30 is the extensor digitorum. I also have an extensor carpi ulnaris. And I have at number 31, if I follow that along, I can see that this tendon is just going to go over to the pinky only. This will be the digiti minimi. Then, if I look at the lateral and posterior aspect, I have the extensor pollicis brevis. If I follow this back up, I can see that that tendon is just going to the thumb. Extensor pollicis longus, and the adductor pollicis. I also have the brachioradialis, extensor carpi radialis. Deep to these, I have my supinator muscle, whose primary function is supination of the forearm, and again there was my pronator teres that I pointed out earlier.